Wake up right now and listen carefully. The world of early venture investing is broken, and it's crushing innovators, starving founders, and choking out the very breakthroughs that could change everything. You know it. Every deal feels like a twisted game where access is king and the rules are built to keep outsiders out. Those who deserve funding get locked out by long, opaque processes. Money flows to connections, not to ideas. And even when you manage to scratch through, the delays, the endless due diligence, the reliance on centralized gatekeepers drain your energy, your hope, and your vision. It isn't just frustrating, it's criminal. It's a smothering cage around the raw energy of innovation. And the worst part? The system pretends to be fair. It sells you a lie of openness and opportunity, while smuggling in greed, favors, and old-school control mechanisms that suffocate progress before it's even born. Now imagine something radically different. Imagine a place where capital flows directly to the founders without layers of choke points, where investments happen transparently, quickly, and on a borderless stage that recognizes brilliance anywhere on the planet. This isn't science fiction, it's decentralized finance, DeFi, the seismic shift ready to explode traditional venture investing out of its outdated shell and replace it with a living, breathing ecosystem built on trustless protocols and unstoppable innovation. But here's the catch. Not everyone sees the revolution knocking. Most are frozen in fear or stuck in denial, clinging to comfortable old ways while the world shifts beneath their feet. Stop whatever you're doing, because this moment demands raw focus. Venture capital, as you know it, isn't just slow, it's archaic. It's slow because it's centralized, burdened by intermediaries demanding trust guarantees, legal hoops, and relationships. Every day, your startup wastes chasing approval is time stolen from product development, market traction, and the fight to survive. Meanwhile, institutional investors sit behind walls of exclusivity, ignoring brilliant founders who don't check the right boxes. This madness feeds frustration, fuels distrust, and traps a cycle where only a few winners take all. Not because they're smarter, but because the system is rigged. You want to break that cycle. You want the power to invest in early-stage ventures with lightning speed, without wasting months on paperwork and endless negotiations? It starts with flipping the entire model on its head. DeFi platforms operate on blockchain. Transparent smart contracts drive deals automatically once agreed upon. No middlemen, no gatekeepers deciding who qualifies. Imagine syndications happening in real time, with fractional investment options opening the floodgates for smaller investors hungry to back tomorrow's giants. Think about liquidity, where investors can swap their stakes instantly instead of locking capital for years. Think about global reach, where borders, passports, or citizenships are irrelevant. It's raw meritocracy enforced by code. But here's the deal. This heavily shakes the old foundation. It threatens existing power structures that thrive on exclusivity. Early adopters will face skepticism, regulatory chaos, and cultural inertia. But if the status quo's slowness enrages you, if the lies of fair investment sting you every time you watch a genius founder get shut out, then disruption calls you. The question is simple. Will you be part of the new breed that resorts to innovation, strategy, and raw courage? Or will you settle for the broken system feeding illusions? Now, let's talk about practical steps you can't afford to ignore. Number 1. Start learning blockchain basics, not as a fan, but as a vetting investor. Understand smart contracts like you understand term sheets. Get obsessed with the infrastructure behind tokenized investments, decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, and how collective governance breaks old hierarchies. If you don't know this, you will be outpaced. This knowledge is your competitive edge. Number 2, start scouting crypto-native founders and projects already pioneering venture deals on-chain. These players are experimenting with new models like token offerings, revenue-sharing tokens, and programmable equity. Study how they use decentralized protocols to raise capital without screaming to the same old venture capital sharks. Look beyond their buzzy terminology and focus on the fundamentals. Are they building real, scalable, legal bridges between traditional capital and DeFi. Can their models resolve the bottlenecks killing early-stage funding today? Number 3. Stop waiting for permission. If you are an investor, start testing these new waters by committing a small portion of your portfolio to vetted, decentralized venture initiatives. Yes, there will be risks. Yes, it will feel wild and uncharted. But that's the point. Safe bets never change the world. Send capital directly on-chain with trustless agreements, demand transparency that legacy VC firms can't match, and engage in communities where your voice matters, not just your checks. Number 4. Founders. Stop begging for meetings and chasing mythical venture money. Go straight to DeFi platforms facilitating early funding rounds. Use tokenization to offer micro-investment opportunities worldwide. Build the future with community-aligned incentives, not gatekeeper approval. This is your liberation throwdown from outdated handouts. Number 5. Connect with people who already think in this direction. The new venture world lives in hybrid circles. Half finance professionals, half cryptographers, all visionaries. These connections will become your lifeline. They will challenge your assumptions and force you to level up faster than any traditional network. Be ruthless about cutting ties with old paradigms that harm your progress. If this feels scary, that's progress. The reality is harsh. The future won't wait, and neither can you. The revolution in early venture financing is no longer coming. It's here, unfolding literally in every blockchain block mined. If you stand still, you lose. If you act decisively, you not only escape the old system's chokehold, you propel yourself and your ventures into a new dimension of possibility. It's not about just finding money anymore. It's about reclaiming control over how and when capital flows. It's about decentralizing power so investors and founders can connect directly, with trust coded into the system itself, not made fragile by hype or human betrayal. Venture capital's meaning is mutating before our eyes, and it demands a new kind of player, informed, hungry, relentless. This is a call for the few who refuse to settle, for those who feel the fire of dissatisfaction with the system's lies and want to reshape the future on their own terms. Embrace decentralized finance not just as a tool, but as a mindset revolution. Tear down the walls built on illusion and mediocrity. Build instead a network where merit, speed, transparency, and global collaboration rule. Make your moves with the urgency of a fighter who knows the status quo is crumbling and that every second wasted is opportunity lost forever. Look around you. The old world clings to its decaying structures. The new world waits for fearless builders ready to tear down those walls and create something that actually works for everyone. Don't be a prisoner of yesterday's illusions. Step into the decentralized future of early venture investing so boldly that the old guard scrambles to catch up, and no one ever doubts your power again. This is the moment. This is the fight. This is the future, screaming for its founders and investors to rise up and claim it. No apologies, no compromises, just relentless pursuit of what's next. Get in or get left behind.